Hello learners, I Dr. Amit Tapkir from Progressive Education Society's Modern College of Pharmacy, Yamunanagar, Nigadi, Pune. Welcome you all in today's section on antifungal drug, part 2. Learning objective. After watching this video, the learner will able to recall, summarize chemistry of antifungal agents. The learner will able to describe mode of action of antifungal agents. The learner will able to summarize uses of antifungal agents. In last lecture we learned the classification. Today I am going to repeat the classification again. The antifungal agents are broadly classified into the three major classes. The first major class is antifungal agent damaging permeability of the cell membrane. In this major class, the subclasses are imidazole derivative, triazole derivative, allylamines, morpholin derivative, thiocarbamates, substituted pyridones, and last subtype is a polyene antibiotics. The second major class is antifungal inhibiting chitin synthesis in the cell wall. The examples are capsofungin and griseofulvin. And the third major class is antifungal agents inhibiting the synthesis of nucleic acid. The example of this class of drug is flucytosine. In first part, that is in the first lecture, we learn the azoles class of antifungal agents. The azoles includes imidazole as well as a triazole. In today's lecture, we are going to continue from allylamine. That is a subclass of first major class, that is antifungal damaging the permeability of the cell membrane. The allylamines are the reversible non-competitive inhibitors of fungal enzyme squalene monoxygenase, which converts squalene to the lanosterol with a decrease in lanosterol production. Ergosterol production is also diminished, affecting fungal cell membrane synthesis and function. These agents exhibit fungicidal activity against dermatophytes and fungistatic activity against yeasts. The allylamines class have two drugs. The two drugs comes under this class, that is allylamines. The first drug is a neftifine and second drug is a terbinafine. Allylamines means CH2 CH double bond CH, and amines which contains NH2, so it's allylamines. You can easily find the allylamines, that is the aliphatic ring between the naphthalene and the phenyl ring. The aliphatic chain is the where you can easily find the allylamine functional group, that is NH CH2 CH double bond CH. So it's a part of allylamines. That's why these drugs are classified under the class allylamines. Neftifine is available for topical use only in the treatment of cutaneous dermatophytes and the candida infections. In neftifine, you can easily find the naphthalene ring, which is on the left hand side, and the phenyl ring, and this ring is bridged by the allylamine functional group. So the IUPAC name of this neftifine is N-methyl N-naphthalene 1-eel methyl 3-phenyl prop 2-in-1-amine. Second drug comes under allylamine class is the terbinafine. It's available for the topical and systematic use, that is oral tablets, in the treatment of dermatophytes, skin and nail infection. Generally, the fungal infections are common to the skin as well as nail part. So this drug is used for the dermatophytes infection of skin and nails. In structure of terbinafine, again the naphthyl ring is present, then allylamine part, and the trimethyl hept 2-in is the part, 4-in and 1-amine. It's a allylamine part. So it's a little bit simple structure and similar to the neftifine. All are neftifine and terbinafine comes under allylamine class of antifungal agents. Second subclass is morpholins. The example of this class is amorolfine or amorolofine. Amorolofine or amorolofine is a morpholine derivative. Morpholine is a heterocyclic nucleus where the nitrogen and oxygen is a part of that ring, six-member ring called as a morpholine ring. The morpholine ring is a six-member ring having a nitrogen and oxygen. You can easily find the morpholine ring on left-hand side of the structure. The morpholine antifungal drug that inhibit the sterol reductase and the cholesterol isomerase, which depletes the ergosterol and causes inergosterol to accumulate in the fungal cytoplasmic cell membrane. Structure is again a simple structure. Morpholine ring is present, and the IUPAC name of this structure is a 2,6-dimethyl 4 2-methyl 3-4 tertiary pentyl phenyl propyl morpholine. A simple structure of amorolfine or amorolfine. Then next subclass is a thiocarbamates. Thiocarbamates examples comes under this class is a tolcyclate and tolnaftate. Thiocarbamate, that is NC double bond SO. So thiocarbamate. The carbamates are two type, S carbamates and O carbamates. So it's S carbamates means thiocarbamate, and the two drugs comes under this class are tolcyclate and tolnaftate. The structure are similar. In tolnaftate, the naphthalene ring is there, and in tolcyclate, the naphthalene ring is bridged by the Bib ring in naphthalene is bridged by one carbon atom. So it's a O substitution is a 1,2,3,4 tetrahydro 1,4 methanonaphthalene 6-yle. So this is the substitution in a tolcyclate. Methyl M-tosyl carbamothiate. It's a basic nucleus in a tolcyclate. Tolnaftate, the IUPAC name is at O on oxygen. There is a substitution that is naphthalene attached to two position. That's why naphthalene 2-yle. Methyl M-tolyl carbomothioate. So this is the IUPAC name of a tolnaftate. It's a thiocarbamates derivative, that is a tolcyclate and tolnaftate. These two drugs believed to inhibit squalene epoxidase enzyme, an important enzyme in the biosynthesis pathway of ergosterol. Ergosterol is a key component of the fungal cell membrane. Next subclass is a substituted pyridones. Example of this substituted pyridones is a cyclopirox. Cyclopirox is a synthetic antifungal agent. It's derived in lab. It's a synthetic derivative for topical dermatological treatment of superficial mycosis. It is most useful against Tinea versicolor. This is a pyridone derivative, so you can easily find the pyridone in which the nitrogen is the part of a ring, nitrogen heteroatom, a six-member ring, and on means carbonyl ring, carbonyl carbon at a para position to the nitrogen. So you can easily find the nitrogen bearing ring is a pyridone ring. On a pyridone ring, there is again a substitution. Para position is one cyclohexyl substitution, and on para position there is a methyl substitution, and ortho position carbonyl, and second ortho position the cyclohexyl group is present. So the name is a 6-cyclohexyl 1-hydroxy 4-methyl pyridine 2-one. So it's a very simple structure, cyclopirox. Next, an important class of antifungal agents is a Pauline antibiotics. The first drug comes under this Pauline antibiotic is amphotericin B. Other drug is the nystatin and natamycin. The amphotericin B, because the name given ampho, because it's an amphoteric in nature. That's why the name given is amphotericin B. It's a polyene. Polyenes means number of double bonds. You can easily find the n number of double bonds. That's why it's called as a polyene, number of double bonds in this structure, long chain of double bonds. So it's a polyene antibiotic, very important drug, very important antifungal class of drug. Amphotericin B was isolated from Streptomyces nodosus. Amphotericin B is an antifungal medication used for the serious fungal infection and leishmaniasis. The fungal infection it is used to treat includes aspergillosis, blastomycosis, candidiasis, coccidioidomycosis, and cryptococcosis. The mode of action of amphotericin B. This amphotericin B acts on ergosterol. Ergosterol, the principal sterol in the fungal cytoplasmic membrane, is the target site of action of amphotericin B and azoles antifungal agent also. Amphotericin B, a polyene, binds irreversibly to ergosterol and resulting in a disruption of membrane integrity and ultimately cell death. We can learn this mode of action in a detail with the help of next slide, how this amphotericin B, the hydroxy group of this amphotericin B, binds with ergosterol. So see this figure on your slide. The A is the membrane, A is the phospholipid membrane, B is the ergosterol, C is the mycosamine, C is the mycosamine, and D is the hydroxy group of the amphotericin B. So this hydroxy group of amphotericin B binds to the ergosterol with the help of binding to the mycosamine. So mycosamine, ergosterol, and amphotericin B, they form a complex and results in there is an opening of a hydrophobic pore. Opening of a hydrophobic pore. So this happens, this occurs on a cell wall, and due to this there is a disruption, or we can say the cell wall integrity is disturbed. The cell wall integrity is not remain, and there is a leakage of intracellular content, and there is we can say we will get the fungicidal or the fungistatic activity with the help of this polyene antibiotic. The mechanism of action of amphotericin B on a fungal cell membrane with a consequent opening of hydrophilic pore, the electrostatic interaction, that is hydrogen bonding between the mycosamine and ergosterol hydrolase, can be observed. So we learned this on a previous slide. We observed how this occur on previous slide. Nystatin is again another example of a polyene antibiotic. Same as it will act same as to the amphotericin B. And the next drug is the natamycin. The nystatin, natamycin, and amphotericin B. This is the area where the competitive examination will put the question. So this is the area for the GPAT question. So learn these three drugs very carefully. Do not leave any part of these three drugs, because n number of times the question will ask on these three drugs: amphotericin B, nystatin, and natamycin. Second major class is antifungal agents inhibiting the chitin synthesis in the cell wall. The example is capsofungin. The capsofungin is a lipopeptide antifungals. It's a lipopeptide. This drug was first marketed by the Merck and Company. This drug was discovered by James Regina and Francis. It is a member of new class of antifungal termed the echinocandins. This capsofungin is also called as a echinocandins class of antifungal drug, echinocandins or echinocandins. It works by the inhibiting the enzyme 1,3-beta-D-glucan synthesis and thereby disturbing the integrity of the cell fungal wall. Capsofungin was the first inhibitor of the fungal 1,3-beta-D-glucan synthesis to be approved by the US FDA. Capsofungin is administered intravenously, IV administration. This is the structure of capsofungin, very complex structure because this capsofungin is a lipopeptide. It's a peptide, and all of you know the peptide bond, C double bond O and H, peptide bond. Next class of a drug is example of a drug comes under same class, that is the antifungal inhibiting the chitin synthesis in the cell wall. The next drug is a griseofulvin. First is a capsofungin, second is a griseofulvin. Griseofulvin, the drug binds to tubulin interfering with the microtubule function, thus inhibits the mitosis. It binds to the keratin in the keratin precursor cell and makes them resistant to fungal infection. The drug reaches its site of action only when hair or skin is replaced by the keratin griseofulvin complex. Griseofulvin then enters the dermatophytes through the energy dependent transfer process and binds to the fungal microtubules. This alters the processing for the mitosis and also underlying information for the deposition of a fungal cell wall. A griseofulvin, the structure, this is a spiro compound. Very few compounds in your syllabus are the spiro. Spiro means a single carbon or any carbon which is a part of a both ring. In this structure you can easily find the benzene, furan is the one, we can say the heteros ring, and second is the cyclohexene is the second cyclic ring in this structure. So the one carbon is a part of benzofuran as well as a cyclohexane in cyclohexene rings. So one carbon is a part of a two rings. So it's a spiro compound. Very few compounds, maybe not more than 10 compounds in your syllabus, they are spiro compounds. So this is the area where the competitive examiner will ask question, which of the following is not spiro compound or which of the following is a spiro compound, which spiro compound having which activity. So the griseofulvin is a spiro compound which inhibits the chitin synthesis in the cell wall and acts as an antifungal agent. Last major class is the drug which inhibits the synthesis of nucleic acid, and the example is a flucytosine. The flucytosine structure is very simple. It's a 6-amino 5-fluoropyrimidine 2-one. Flucytosine enters in a fungal cell via the cytosine permease. Thus, flucytosine is metabolized to the 5-fluorouracil within the fungal organism. The 5-fluorouracil is extensively incorporated into the fungal RNA and inhibit the synthesis of both DNA and RNA, and which results in unbalanced growth and death of the fungal organism. So this is about the mode of action of a flucytosine, simple structure. So this is the end of antifungal agents. Thank you for patiently listening my lecture. Happy learning. Thank you.